When talking about the overarching strategy for your social media advertising campaigns, it's super important for marketers, brands, and businesses to understand the marketing funnel. And in any great marketing funnel, there are three parts: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Put shortly, it's tofu, mofu, and bofu. So essentially how the marketing funnel works is that you have an unlimited amount of prospects out there in the top of your funnel. These are unqualified prospects. Over time, through marketing strategies and advertisements, the goal is to get unqualified prospects in the top of your funnel down to the bottom of your funnel through specific marketing strategies. The reason that it's so important to get people from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel is because BOFU is where most of your prospects will convert into actual paying customers. Now that's easier said than done, of course. The funnel is complicated. It doesn't always work as top to bottom. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But some of the strategies that we're about to talk through are going to help you to formulate ideas and customer journeys in your mind so that you can have advertisements that focus on getting unqualified prospects in the top, then lead them down a path to the bottom of your funnel and eventually convert into a customer. What I like to do now is show you a few examples that are going to get you thinking about what sort of ads are going to fit into each portion of the funnel so that you can have a clear understanding of the entire customer journey. I'm going to start off with a few buffer examples because that's what I know best. And these are going to work in the same way that an actual funnel will work in marketing. So I'm going to show you a few examples from the top and then move our way down to the bottom. Let's start with the top of the funnel. This is when people have no idea who your brand is. Maybe they've heard about you once or twice, or maybe they don't know anything about you. So the top of the funnel advertising is going to essentially get people to know your brand. In other words, you're beginning to form a relationship with people. So as you can see here, this is a very top of the funnel advertisement we ran, simply showing people how to make a GIF on social media. Now, the reason that this is top of the funnel is because anybody, whether you're going to purchase the buffer product or not, might be interested in how to make their own GIF. So we sent this out to the widest array of people possible in hopes that some of them will eventually become buffer customers. Everything about this advertisement is top of the funnel. There's no links, there's no call to actions, there's no talking about buffer as a product. The only thing you're going to see here is a small buffer logo in the left-hand corner showing that we're the ones that shared it. So that's top of the funnel advertising. There's a ton of different ways to garner as many eyeballs on your content as possible. But what happens when you want to take some of those unqualified prospects and start to move them down the funnel into people that you might identify as potential customers? That's where middle of the funnel or MOFU advertising comes in. Now, middle of the funnel is where you can start to have a lot of fun and start to be more brand direct. So what I mean by that is you can start actually talking about your brand because people have come to know you through top of the funnel advertising, word of mouth, the traditional marketing channels. So in this ad here, we're looking at essentially a call to action for people to listen to a Buffer podcast episode. You'll see here, and this is a traditional method of getting people to your website or to your web assets, and that's a link post. What makes this middle of the funnel is that you're starting to be more brand direct. You're calling people to action to visit a certain asset of yours, whether that be a website, a podcast episode, or something that you own. So the best way to think about middle of the funnel is to think value. What sort of value can you provide to potential customers in your specific industry that will get them to consider your product down the line? So this advertisement doesn't ask for a sale, and then it's also important to note that when you click through to this podcast, we don't ask for a sale there either. It's still value first content and information. Now for bottom of the funnel or BOFU, the most challenging part for many marketers and businesses. This is the part of the funnel, which we'll talk about later, where targeting becomes very, very important. You'll see here that it's all call to actions. There's a significant stat about the use of social media customer service software. There's a call to action in the headline asking people to start a 14-day free trial. And of course, when you click through to this link, it leads to a landing page that asks people to sign up for the product. Now, it's important to note with bottom of the funnel advertising is that it gets expensive if people don't know about your brand. So the importance of top of the funnel and middle of the funnel and bringing people down to this bottom of the funnel portion cannot be overstated. Without the top of the funnel and middle of the funnel, you're less likely to convert customers with advertisements like this. The reason that the top of the funnel and the middle of the funnel are so important in building relationships is because it's still social media. People aren't necessarily on there to buy a product. They're on there to connect with friends, connect with family members, and share content about things that they care about. So the chances of somebody buying your product after seeing your ad once are very slim. And so even though they're not purchasing your product now on social media, that doesn't mean they won't in the future. So developing content that builds relationships with people in the top and the middle of the funnel is super important in solidifying those relationships over time, so that when you do deliver an ad like this one here or future bottom of the funnel ads, people are much more likely to purchase your product. One of the questions I get asked most often is where businesses and marketers should be spending their ad dollars. Should it be in the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, or the bottom of the funnel? And my answer to that is that if you're first starting out and you have a small budget or you're a team of one, it's always much more significant and lucrative to start with the top of the funnel. The ads are just easier. You probably have more content that fits into the top of the funnel. But as you get more sophisticated and gain more expertise on advertising, you could start to fine-tune your bottom of the funnel advertisements. So if I had to break it up in terms of resources and where you should split your time and money, I would put the majority of my resources into brand building or top of the funnel advertisements. And then once you start to get more customers in your pipeline or at the top of the funnel, you can start to put more ad dollars behind the middle and the bottom of the funnel.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.